Hello everyone. Today is still 20th January. Now it's almost 6:30 in the afternoon Moscow time. And this is gonna be my second video today, in which I will share with you information about news that are making headlines in Russian media and Russian language pages on different internet platforms. In first video, I did talk about this gathering in Germany in US airbase Ramstein. So I will, I will only add now that by information that Russian media has obtained and report, defense ministers of NATO member states, military leaders of the NATO did not make decision about Leopard 2 tanks because Germany is refusing to send its own tanks to Ukraine, and Germany, for now at least, refusing to give permission to other countries to send their tanks to Ukraine. As I said in my first video, I was expecting Germany to allow other countries re-export the Leopard 2 tanks, even though Germany itself don't send any tanks to Ukraine. But it seems like Berlin is taking more cautious approach to this matter, and I can only applaud that because as I said many times, any further escalation of this conflict by the West may trigger worldwide disaster, nuclear disaster. So if some sane people still have some say in Western elites, that's only good men. But yet again, you probably are familiar with information that Polish leaders, for example, did say that they will send their Leopard 2 tanks to Ukraine anyway, no matter what Germany's position will be. So probably we will definitely see in near future those tanks on the battlefield, and we will see British Challenger 2 tanks on the battlefield too, but they will burn there as easily as hundreds of Ukrainian tanks already did. So, to be honest, I'm kind of tired with all these talks about this MBTs, man. I do understand that Western elites are trying to make a picture like it's game changer, and once they will send these tanks to Zelensky's Nazi regime, they will start offensive and maybe even reach Moscow. But this is crazy, man. Nothing will save Zelensky's Nazi regime. Nothing whatsoever, Even if Western states will send all the tanks, and armored vehicles, Only way Russia can be defeated in this conflict is if NATO itself will enter this conflict, and if Russia will don't use nuclear weapons. But everyone should understand that if NATO will enter this conflict openly, directly, then Russia will take care of it with nuclear weapons, as Russia should do, because that's why these nuclear weapons are for, as a last result. So that's enough talk about these damn tanks, man. Let's go and see some other news that are making headlines in Russian media outlets, and there is some interesting developments, really. So you may find You may find it interesting. I hope so. So let's start with the RIA Novosti news agency. Here we have main information is that head of DPR Pushilin stated that Artyomovsk, Bakhmut, that's how Ukrainian side calls this city. Bakhmut is close to encirclement, operational encirclement. I did talk about it yesterday that Bakhmut is in operational encirclement, but Pushilin is saying about it today. Okay, like not. I'm not gonna say that I'm surprised because I already knew it, but at least it's official confirmation of information that we already talked about. Here we have information that headline about this gathering in Ramstein Air Base in Germany, and of course Russian media will pay attention to it, and here we have information about those Leopard tanks, and it stated that this news that Germany is refusing, at least for now, to change its position and send its own tanks, or to allow other countries to send the Leopard 2s to Ukraine. Next information is that in Zaporozhye region, activization of fight is happening all around the front line, and we did had today information that Russian armed forces did take one more settlement in this region after yesterday's success when they take control over the 4 settlements. So it seems like in this area this activization may transform in much more large scale operation from Russian side, and then who knows, maybe even Zaporozhye city itself may end up under Russian control. But that's definitely will not happen in next few days. That's for sure. That's for sure. What else, man? What else? Let's go and see some other media outlets. Here we have Kommersant newspaper. First news here is that Borrell, this official from Brussels, said that EU already helped Ukraine with the 50 billion euros. And to be honest, I do believe that EU officials did, at least on the paper, give to Ukraine 50 billion. But I would not be surprised if quite a large part of this money went back to offshore accounts of these Brussels, these animals, that are running Brussels. These corrupt animals, man, and mass murderers. Let's see some other news. You probably know that, this morning at least, Russian media was writing about the secret visit of head of CIA to Ukraine last week. And officially, head of CIA went to Ukraine to talk to Zelensky about future Russian offensives, to share some intelligence information, but I have some doubts about it because there is no need for head of CIA to fly to Ukraine to give president of Ukraine any information. Who the hell is Zelensky, man? He's just irrelevant puppet, So if head of CIA went to Ukraine, you know, probably because they did deliver some orders to Zelensky and his henchmen. And if we remember what some officials in Washington did say a few days ago, when they talk about that Ukraine must have, USA should provide Ukraine with means to attack Crimea or to attack Russian territory deep inside. It's quite possible that this visit of CIA, head of CIA, was a part of some kind of provocation that West may organizing together with Ukrainian Nazis. Very much possible though, because there's no way I'm gonna believe that head of CIA went to Kiev or anywhere in Ukraine to share with Zelensky some intelligence information. This is not job of the head of CIA, obviously. There are some other people probably for that kind of stuff. So let's see, man. Let's see. I definitely would not be surprised if we see some terrorist attacks from Zelensky's Nazi regime, and I would not be surprised for sure. What else, man? What else? Here we have one more information from Brussels, and here Charles Michel, he is head of EU, one of the main figures in EU bureaucracy, is saying that even though EU working on new packages of sanctions against Russia, it's becoming more and more difficult to do to organize that, because not all countries are on the board, and it seems like it's not just Hungary, but some other countries are fed up with this game of sanctions too. Particularly when they see that these sanctions, yes, may hit Russia. Of course, they did do some damage, but EU is damaged also, and maybe you are damaged even more by these sanctions. So, of course, in some countries, politicians and officials gonna be like fed up with this game, and they may want to roll back even from this sanctions war. What else, man? What else? Probably this is it, man. Probably this is it. In the end, I will mention one quite interesting news. Yesterday, in Russian language Telegram channels, I did see many instances of Panzer anti-air defense systems were installed in buildings, on the roofs of the buildings in Moscow. Today I also see some other pictures and videos that some air defense systems were bringing Moscow vicinity, and there are some rumors that Moscow may are in preparations for some kind of aerial attack. But yet again, man, as I said just a few minutes ago, this visit of head of CIA in Ukraine, that visit may probably be attached to some kind of terroristic attack that Washington London and Kiev may are planning against Russia, because for no reason, it's obvious that for no reason Russian defense ministry will don't install these air defense systems inside the city. So something is happening, but in open sources we just don't have information. We can only absorb those anti-air air defense systems that have been bring into Moscow. So yes, this is it for now. This is it for now, and if you find this video interesting, if you find this news interesting, please consider to subscribe on my channel. If you are new, push that like button, leave some commentary, let's have some exchange of opinions. And if I may, I will ask you to share information about my channel with your friends on your internet platforms that you are active. That will greatly help me to reach a wider audience. I see that as one of the few ways that I really have to develop my channel. So yes, if you can, please please share information about my channel. This is it for now. Thank you for your time, and yes, now I will go and check some news again to see eventually what kind of decisions they did made in Ramstein. But in my understanding, there will be no Leopard 2 deliveries for Ukraine, at least from Germany. So yeah, let's see, man. This is it for now. Have a nice day and take care. See you soon.